Okay, the new Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer makes absolutely no sense. It came out at 6:11 a.m. Also, the Pokemon Sword and Shield and Pokemon video game playlists haven't updated yet, but the Pokemon UK playlist did. And somehow, even with the game leak, they give us new information that we couldn't have possibly known about the games. So let's see items and features in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Improved techniques for Pokemon training. This is what I've been waiting for. Mints will change the effects of a Pokemon's nature. What? How is that? What? We knew that you could change natures, but we didn't know about like the new training system, and that was kind of under wraps from the Game Informer interviews. And this goes back to about almost exactly a month ago. You know, early October is when Game Informer started dropping the information, and they said that you will be able to make any Pokemon competitive, and that sounded like, does that mean we can change natures inside of Pokemon? And it's as simple as mints, and there's multiple of them, there's a lot of them. It seems like obtaining candy inside of Pokemon Let's Go. So just being able to change a Pokemon just like that. Huh. That seems easier. Might affect Pikachu stats. Do you want to use it? Huh. Wait, wow, that's another big huh for me, because when they say it like that, it doesn't seem that drastic of a thing. Because you can just kind of use items like Zinc to modify Pokemon stats, and there's also ways of resetting EVs inside the games and stuff. So they showing it off. That's it. Supplements to max out Pokemon's base stat points. Yeah, we know how that works. So I was about to say, are they going to go past 10? You can't. Game Freak. Pokemon same species can pass egg moves to each. What? Access Pokemon boxes from almost anywhere. I think we knew about that. Especially in the wild area, but like this is Pokemon Let's Go. They could kind of show that Okay, how big are the EXP candies? How big are the EXP candies? 46. Oh, 51. Your Pokemon gain experience points. 30,000 experience. Okay, that's not as insane as I thought it was going. Everything else is more. This is the new training system. What's the point? What is preserved by breeding? Also, I called it. This house, Route 5, on the map, in between the Grass Gym City and the Water Gym City. That's where the daycare is. You get to go back and forth. I guess the point of breeding isn't to make Pokemon eggs anymore, is it? You can just kind of pass egg moves from already grown-up Pokemon. I guess if they keep hyper training the same to where you need to like max out a Pokemon, and maybe it's annoying to get bottle caps and stuff, then breeding, that's like the only value is getting IVs sooner, unless there's like some kind of crazy training method. But that's multiple candies that we saw, and it depends on. I think these are rewards from Gigantamax battles, to be honest, because dude, he just passed down the entire moveset. And I guess maybe you have to do a little bit of breeding to at least get those base like Pokemon with those, and then you can bring them over to the Pokemon that need them, but same species. I don't even know what's going on anymore. And then, you know, we got the extra small candy, large, medium, XL, stuff like that. That's pretty nutty stuff. And the mints, like, I wonder how you get them. If it's money-based, that's kind of insane, but there was already something money-based. This for the EV training. You could just buy a Pokemon's maximum EVs so easily. And I'm not sure how to feel about that, because it makes EV training so trivial, but this is something that everyone's kind of died for, like would kill for in any competitive Pokemon game setup. I knew it. Like the second I saw Calcium, I'm like, oh, this isn't special. The only thing they're going to do. I wish I had my face cam on for that reaction, because I didn't think this video, after everything we know about Pokemon Sword and Shield, is this planned? Because the trailer came out weird, the playlists haven't even updated, and it just kind of showing us information that the leaker was too lazy to give us because he didn't care about giving us any information about the games that might be valuable. He only cared about giving us pictures of Pokemon in a really janky way. And like that's like, I like it. I want this. But I think it devalues a lot of things. However, when you look at Pokemon Sword and Shield, there really isn't a system of getting EVs inside the games that's obvious. There's not going to be anything for, like, SOS battling, hordes, stuff like that. Instead of farming out BP, like, to get the first item, the power items, and then do all that EV grinding, you might be better off just, like, farming the Elite Four, and then that's a lot of money. That's still a lot of money to max out a Pokemon's EVs. That's what, 260,000? So that's kind of, I think it takes this, does it take longer? It's just not as tedious and more controllable, I guess. It's where you just pop them all down and you get it like that. That's still a little too nutty. But then, if you just use breeding for IVs, I talked about this Pokemon Sun and Moon. In base Pokemon Sun and Moon, I consider hyper training effectively useless because it takes hours to get a Pokemon to level 100, either through farming it through the Festival Plaza, in which case getting all those festival coins and only being able to do it once a day after farming all of your setup. Like, getting your Festival Plaza where you want it takes a long time, and then being able to optimize it is just not worth it, while also still finding bottle caps, which are still pretty rare. It just became something where it's like, yeah, it's not worth it, because in the extra time that it takes to get a Pokemon level 100, you were just better off breeding a 5 IV Pokemon and setting up. Now that there's less hassle about the natures, but then that means you can do, like, I don't even know, because, like, what happens if you use a power item with a Destiny Knot to breed, and then you just top them off with a Mint? We're in territory that has never been accessible before for Pokemon. Maybe there's, like, extra items and things like that, but I am like, this can only be a good thing for competitive. And this is why, like, one thing I really like about Pokemon is everything rewarding you. That if it's money based, where you can just buy your EVs and maybe candies and stuff like that, that works. If these are rewards from Gigantamax battles, which only makes sense after we had the catch rewards from Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee, you'll just stock up a lot of them. So you go around, catch tons of Pokemon, do tons of things, and then you'll just have all of that stuff. But I want to see the EXP tables. So here's our thing: experience table, total experience, 2 next level. I mean, 30,000 is still going to take a lot of candies to just, like, instantly pop a Pokemon to level 100, but that's actually less. When I thought about it, because I threw this out there in some video a while ago, I think maybe the video talking about, like, competitive changes, or maybe there was, like, a confirmed change to candies through something. I think that was it. And I said, it would be really interesting if candies ended up giving you, like, multiple levels, because they're going to be, like, experience-based, or they scale in a different way. So because of that, even with the extra large candy, some Pokemon aren't going to even go from level 99 to level 100, and it's going to take multiple of those, so they're kind of worse. But when you're actually looking at some points of it, they end up being better. So getting that Pokemon that final push is going to be really interesting, and I guess it is going to be based off of the medium fast, but anything above medium slow is going to be worse. Erratic's always been insane. That's super easy to level up. Even looking at, like, the total experience numbers, that's a lot of candies. So, and we only saw, compared to the other mounts, you know, the dude had a lot of calciums. Dude had a lot of mints. Dude did not have a lot of extra large rare candies. Huh. That's very it has this updated on the Pokemon website. It looks like no. Oh, it looks like yes. Many brand new items and features to help you raise your Pokemon. Handy features to help you on your adventure. So Pokemon boxes, autosave, nicknames. We already knew about that. I think it's also that you can turn it off. Yeah, just when autosave is off, boom. Go to the options menu, choose how you'd like to save, that we can set up an experience that suits your style. So while they are forcing EXP share, they aren't forcing autosave. I'm guessing nicknames can just kind of happen whenever. Pokemon you receive in trade doesn't have a nickname, you'll now have the chance to give it a nickname. Ooh, that's fancy. I think people are down with that. And then Pokemon boxes. Few places, such as mission areas, where you take on Pokemon gyms, you won't be able to. even when you're exploring tall grass. Wait a second, Pokemon boxes everywhere, just like Pokemon Let's Go. Dang, the information that we had wasn't that crazy. And announcing very first online competition, I'm gonna save that for a new video. From Friday, you'll be more likely to get Gigantamax Butterfree. Same period, more likely to encounter other Pokemon, depending on your game version. Shield gets Corviknight. Man, Shield's like the best version. I already pre-installed the Japanese copy of Sword. Seems there may even be other Gigantamax Pokemon that could appear more often. So we have like event times to where you can get better things. Max Raid battles, 4 trainers team up, but in extremely rare cases, extremely rare. They still call it extremely rare. And then hidden abilities on top of that. I guess that's also another thing of breeding. So breeding not going to be as much about moves and that and natures, but IVs and abilities? Some Gigantamax Pokemon become more common during specific periods. So I guess like every 2 months or every like season there's going to be rotation. We suspect that Gigantamax Pokemon will change over time too, so stay tuned. I respect that. I like that. And then mints, supplements, let's see, nutrition drinks. There's now a limit, or until now there's been a limit. You're able to max out a Pokemon's base. That's so insane. And then that's the information we saw. Whew, that's something, guys. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching. I don't even know what to think about this yet.